How's it going, everybody? It is Blake here, and welcome to this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expfraud.net. So, we're quickly approaching to E3 2016, and with that said, a lot of additional companies have begun to, I don't want to exactly say announce their E3 plans, but at least begin to tease us about their E3 plans, if not announce them, and we're going to be talking about some of that today, as well as some other things. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Hope you guys enjoy it. So both Microsoft and Nintendo have already talked about what exactly they're going to be doing for E3 2016, which leaves Sony to be the last company of the big three to fully announce what exactly their plans are for the show, but I'm assuming it won't be long before we receive an official announcement from the company themselves. Now, multiple sources this week confirm that Sony's E3 2016 press conference is set to take place on Monday, June 13th at 6 p.m. Pacific Time at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. Now, these multiple sources are individuals who have received invitation to the press conference briefing by Sony themselves. Now, this is not really a big surprise here. Most companies do this before they hold a press conference or, after they announce their official E3 details. They usually send out the invites, sometimes a little bit before. Fortunately, maybe some people have received their invites before Sony was able to make the official announcement about it themselves, because they haven't really come out and said when exactly the press conference is going to be, but safe to say that this is pretty legit, not really a rumor. People have begun getting their invites, so I guess it's just a waiting game to see when exactly Sony announces it officially themselves. Square Enix press conference at E3 last year. You'll probably be happy to know that they are making a return to E3 2016. And it seems like they're actually going to be packing a few more announcements, mostly about some games that we already know, but they might have some surprises in store for us as well. Square Enix also joined the E3 announcement hype train this week by unveiling their first part of their E3 plans. The company revealed that they will be holding an online show this year entitled Square Enix Presents, which will be available to watch for those unable to attend the event in person. Now, the show is set to spend a good amount of time covering recent announcements, as well as having some special guest appearances. Now, Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 are the few titles among the likely several Square Enix will be talking about and covering during the live show. So RPG fans, get hyped, man. Now, I know most people are probably extremely stoked for Kingdom Hearts 3. I honestly would expect to hear more about Kingdom Hearts 3 at this point than Final Fantasy 15, since we're only 4 months away from Final Fantasy 15's launch. And everybody's pretty thirsty for some Kingdom Hearts info and Kingdom Hearts 3 info, and with the rumors going around that the game is probably going to be released sometime during spring 2017, doesn't really give Square Enix a whole lot of time to talk about it, so I'm definitely stoked for some Kingdom Hearts news. Just bring on E3, man. Bring on Square Enix, bring on E3. I'm ready. Now, if you remember last year, we had Square Enix at E3. We had the PC Gamer Show, and we had, what was the last one? And we had Bethesda. Those were all new faces, all brand new press conferences. This year we got another brand new one coming, which is the parent company of the Dark Souls franchise. The parent company of Dark Souls, Kadokawa, I hope I don't butcher that, Kadokawa Games, has announced this week that they will also be joining the E3 press conference fold this year. While the actual press conference will be taking place in Tokyo, Japan at 1:30 p.m. JST, which is about 11:30 Pacific time here in the US, the company's briefing will still be aimed at the E3 audience, despite them not actually being there in person. Now, I'm completely confused as to what exactly they're going to be talking about. A lot of people are speculating that they're going to announce a brand new IP, since the developers have already announced, the developers of Dark Souls have already announced that they're taking a break from the franchise For now, it's done. But yeah, I mean, a brand new IP would be awesome. I'm personally hoping that they announce a Dark Souls MMO, but that kind of ties in with Dark Souls. And they said that they're done working on Dark Souls for now, so that's probably pretty unlikely. But anything MMO related, anything sort of similar to Dark Souls or Demon Souls, I would be really happy with. So yeah, just overall happy that a new face is joining the press conference lineup, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking theirs out and covering their press conferences as well. Now, a Forza 6 NASCAR expansion announcement that happened this week did not tickle your fancy. Perhaps this will. Sony and Polyphony Digital have finally fully unveiled a slew of information behind the latest Gran Turismo title, Gran Turismo Sport. The companies have announced that the game will be arriving on November 15th this year, and have also released a brand new gameplay trailer. The game actually looks hella sick, guys. This has been announced to feature 137 premium cars and 19 different locations players will be able to drive them on. The game is also set to launch with several different editions, including a standard, a digital deluxe, collector's, and limited edition bundle. The open beta for Gran Turismo Sport is currently slated for summer 2016, so get ready to rev up them engines. Buy yourself a steering wheel if you have to, because you're not going to want to miss out on this title. You're not going to want to miss out on this beta. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to be good at this game, because I jumped on Forza 6. I played a decent amount of Forza 6 and just got completely spanked. I really cannot see myself playing, simulation sort of racers on consoles ever again until I get a wheel. So before I get on this Gran Turismo hype train, I'm definitely going to have to buy one of those steering wheels, because I'm just tired of getting bodied online. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expforall.net. As usual, you can check out all the other articles we've written throughout the past week or so, all the other news pieces that were not featured in today's link. You can check those all out on expforall.net. Also, you can keep up to date with us on Twitter at twitter.com/expforall, and we're also on Facebook as well, facebook.com/expforall. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to sub to our YouTube channel, as we're always doing new updates. New content is on the way, I promise. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Until next time, you guys keep on gaming, and we'll see you next week.